If you genuinely prefer being alone, this isn't something that just happened to you. It started way before you realized. There's a specific pattern psychologists keep finding in people who choose solitude, and almost every single one of them traces it back to one thing: their childhood. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you're either going to feel deeply understood or deeply uncomfortable. Most people who prefer being alone weren't born this way. They were shaped this way. Maybe you grew up in a house where emotions weren't really talked about, where you learned early on that the safest place you could be was inside your own head. Not because the world was scary, but because being alone was the one place where nobody could disappoint you, nobody could misunderstand you, nobody could leave. Psychologists call this an avoidant attachment pattern. And before you panic, this isn't a diagnosis. It's just a style of relating that developed when your nervous system was still figuring out how to feel safe. Here's what's fascinating, though. The same wiring that made you retreat into solitude as a kid, it also made you something most people never become: a deep thinker, an observer, someone who reads a room before they enter it, someone who processes things on a level most people never reach. While other kids were chasing attention, you were studying the world. Here's the part nobody tells you. Solitude isn't avoidance. For you, it's regulation. Your nervous system learned to process emotion internally instead of externally. That's not a broken social setting. That's a highly tuned internal system. The reason being alone feels peaceful while a crowded room feels exhausting, you're not broken. You're running a different operating system, a more complex one. And the people in your life who say you're too quiet or too distant, they're not wrong about you being different. They're just wrong about what that difference means. If you've spent years feeling like something was wrong with you because you didn't crave connection the way others seem to, I want you to hear this. Your childhood taught you to find safety in yourself. That's not damage. That's survival that turned into a superpower. The loneliness you felt then was real, but who you became because of it, that's real too. If this hit something in you, drop a comment, even just me, because I guarantee the person reading it will feel less alone. And if you want to go deeper, there's a video right here about why people who overthink usually have this one thing in common. I'll see you there.